What's up, Internet? It is I, Rick, also known as Shroom, the real Shroom on Twitch. And tonight I'm going to be playing a little bit of Standard on MTG Arena. I haven't really been a fan of Standard for a while. I feel like I just like the broader card pools of formats like Explorer and Modern. There was a time when I liked Standard, so it's kind of too bad that that's kind of not been very fun for me lately. The format's just warped too much around like 4 or 5 cards, like Fable the Mirror Breaker, Wedding Announcement, the Wandering Emperor, Invoked Despair, nowadays like Reckoner Bankbuster, that if you don't play with Sheoldred, like you basically can't play those colors without playing those cards. But there's a new format, a new set that just came out for Phyrexia All Will Be One. I did play the pre-release of that set, and it was fun. So let's give it a go. Let's play a little Standard. Let's take a look at what we're working with. And there's nothing particularly thrilling or innovative about this list, I don't think. It's just an aggro toxic deck in Orzhov colors. I just wanted something that had a lot of good removal, and I want to try out this plan of just getting cheap toxic creatures in for damage, getting my opponent corrupted as much as possible, and proliferating to see if I can win via poison counters. So we've got our 1-drops. A couple of Crawling Choruses are just a 1/1 toxic 1 that replace themselves when they die. 3 Skrelvs can make our other toxic creatures unblockable, which is really nice for getting in those poison counters. Bilious Skull Dwellers are just 1-mana toxic 1s that have Death Touch, so they're good blockers too. You know, no one wants to trade their 5-drop for a 1-drop, so I find I'm thinking people will let them get in for their toxic damage because they just don't want to lose like better creatures. 2-drop, running a couple of Skrell's Hives to produce those Phyrexian Might tokens. Couple full play set of Pestilent Siphoners, which are just an evasive toxic creature. Other creatures include NX Sentry, which is I've also got Blightbelly Rats, which are just 4 mana. They're just grizzly bears that are toxic 1, and when they die, proliferate. Amazing how much power has been pushed in MTG card design over the years. So that's cool. They're just 2/2 toxic 1, and when they die, they add poison counters. So what's not to like? A couple of NX Sentries can exile small creatures or artifacts, which is cool, as long as our opponent is corrupted. Running a couple of Serra Paragons, because I'm expecting all my cheap stuff to die. So Serra Paragon will allow me to just replay my cheap creatures from my graveyard. And then, of course, topping off the curve with a Vraska. This Vraska is just really, really good. It is a bit expensive for a 23-land deck. It's like, it can be a 5-drop. That's probably how it will be played most of the time. But for 0, it draws a card and proliferates. That's actually a +1, of course, because when it proliferates, it puts a loyalty counter on itself. And it can sort of kind of destroy creatures for its minus ability, and it's -9. I'm sure will never come up, but mostly this is just going to be drawing extra cards and proliferating. So as far as our spells, we've got an array of removal spells that I think is pretty good. Anoint with Affliction. We should be able to get our opponents corrupted pretty fast with this deck, since we've got so many cheap creatures which can be made evasive or are naturally evasive. So a lot of the time, this is just going to be 2 mana instant speed exile target creature, which is pretty good. We've got a couple of Drowning Ichor also, which gives creature -4/-4 and proliferates. -4/-4 is good enough to kill a lot of stuff. A couple of Sheoldreds. Edict is the best edict ever printed. Can just kill any type of creature and planeswalker. It doesn't proliferate, but that's okay. It's instant speed. Rite of Oblivion is also excellent removal in a deck that will have cheap creatures. Like we'll have might tokens from our Skrell's Hives. There may be situations where we don't mind sacrificing a Blightbelly Rat because we do get that proliferate off of it. And Rite of Oblivion just allows us to kill anything, flash it back, kill something else. So I was running 2 Reckoner Bankbuster, which is the most played card in Standard, I believe. I think like 60-something% of all decks have Reckoner Bankbuster. I'm going to try out Infectious Injury as a card draw piece, which seems pretty bad. 3 mana sorcery speed to draw 2, lose 2 life, and give our opponent a poison counter. But it does synergize with our plan of toxic creatures. It is 2 cards for 3 mana. Technically, you know, Bankbuster can't give you that all at once. I'm not trying to say this is better than Bankbuster, because Bankbuster is so commonly played. I think that a lot of people are running a Braid, so that's one less target for a Braid, although they can, of course, target all of our cheap creatures. Anyway, we're just going to try it out. It's like a worse read the bones, but it gives a poison counter, so we'll see. Maybe it'll do something. Also running one Charge of the Might. It's a 3-mana instant that can deal damage equal to the number of creatures I control to target creature or planeswalker. So it's a removal spell that can also just create 2 mites at instant speed. So that's cool. We like mites. We like getting in for toxic damage. And running a 1 of White Sun's Twilight, which is 2 white and X. Create X mite artifact creature tokens. Of course, the mites can't block. They're toxic 1. And if X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. So if we have a bunch of mana or a board state that's really bad, we can just create a bunch of mites and hopefully swing in with one big attack on the following turn and finish off the game. Total of 23 lands. I wanted to keep it to 2 colors just to keep the mana base clean. Couple of full playset of the Pain land, of course. 1 Takanuma, 1 Iganjo, a bunch of basic lands. Sideboard contains a cut down. I think there's going to be quite a number of aggro toxic decks, particularly like Selesnya decks, green based decks. So cut down will be really good at like killing rot priests. So I've got 4 duresses and 2 pilfers in the sideboard against control. A couple of Pithy Needles can name Reckoner Bankbuster. They can name Planeswalkers. Always good targets for a Pithy Needle, almost always. A couple of Destroy Evils, because there's still all those fables running around and wedding announcements and Sheoldreds, and this deals with all of those. It just seems really good in Standard right now. A couple of Elish Norn. I think there are a lot of people playing Atraxa. So I wanted to bring this in to try this out as a sideboard card against Atraxa, because Atraxa is just kind of busted. And I don't know if another, like, shutdown ETB effects. We don't really have any synergy with this card in our deck, but it does stop Atraxa if we can stick one before the Atraxa comes out. We'll see if that ever happens. A couple of unlicensed Hearse for graveyard decks. Now, I am running the 6 sideboard discard spells, because I've played a total of 3 matches with this deck so far, and all 3 matches I encountered control decks. Like, one was the mono blue Haughty Djinn Tolarian Terror aggro deck, like tempo deck, and then I played a deck that was just Dimir control, but like it includes cards that proliferate as well, which is it seems like a really annoying deck. Like, there's cards that draw you cards. It's all just card draw, counter spells, and removal that also proliferates. So it's like, as it does the usual control thing of like drawing cards and countering stuff and killing everything you play, it also is incidentally giving you poison counters until eventually it gets up to a Vraska or just gets to 10 with all of its proliferate effects. So that deck kind of made this one look a little foolish. So I'm running the 6 sideboard discard pieces, because really the way to deal with that deck is just to take their cards away, in my opinion. Anyway, let's see if we can poison some fools out with our little weenie toxic dudes. And if you like this kind of content, weird, off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let's play some matches on the ladder in Standard. Alright, we're against Travis Fan. They're a fan of Travis. We're on the play, but I don't think I can keep this one lander. We've got a Siphoner, which isn't bad. I'll keep this, and I'll bottom probably Takanuma. Island. They got a Teferi avatar they lead on island. That's scary. Oh, this better not be that same Dimir. It was Esper, actually. Ossification. So it's just blue-eye control. Yeah, this is match number 4 that I played with this deck, and every single match has been against control so far. I guess the Haughty Djinn deck is a tempo deck, really. More ossifications. Well, that's cool. I can't even get anything back with my Paragon. Ossification Tribal. Jace.
For the sake of violence, I will keep watch.
So we can make them sack the Jace.
I will fear.
And they snagged our Paragon, so can't recycle any of our creatures. We do have a second Paragon in our library. Is it possible we will successfully get in a point of infect damage? Yes, we did it. Another Jace.
Surrender your mind to my restless will. No secret escapes my grasp.
They're discarding the hand size here. They discard Farewell. That's cool. Sure, let's kill Jace. Let's just make some mites
A minor setback to Phyrexia's.
while they're tapped out. Probably have a sweeper since they just discarded Farewell. Alright, let's kill Teferi. Hit them for 1. Ossification number 4. I don't think I'm going to commit any more threats until they sweep. The Eternal Wanderer. This is a pretty busted card.
I brought backup.
We will drown it in Ichor, I think. We'll just choose you. I think I just go for the Toxic. Just try to get him dead. And I have my second Sarah Paragon, that's pretty cool. They have a White Sun's Twilight. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was dumb. Well, let's see. Go for Sarah Paragon. Play our Siphoner. They can just keep doing that. I could go for my own X equals 5. See if they have a counter. They do. And now they're gonna poison me out. Boy, this card is stupid. White Sun's Twilight. Yep. It's like, wrath your opponent's board, create a bunch of toxic 1 creatures. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so we want Destroy Evil. We want all of our discard. And we want Pithing Needles. We can take out a bunch of our removal. I'll leave in the Twilight, I'll leave in Rite of Oblivion, an Edict. Just gonna cut one of those. Cut a Skrill's Hive. I probably want both of those. Cut one Rite of Oblivion. One Vraska. One Annex Sentry. One Skrelv. 161. I really don't know about cutting a bunch of creatures. Okay. We got some discard, which is nice. So they've got nothing but lands over there. That's good for us. Let's keep it that way. I'm gonna just play a couple creatures and duress them next turn, probably. Ossification number 1. Do I duress them this turn, or do I wait another turn? I think I'll wait one more turn. Because 6 is when they can start playing Farewell and the Eternal Wanderer. Okay, they counter. Jace.
Is weak. You cannot win. I will clear.
Well, let's just go for the kill. Alright. We got him. So let's just draw our discard. Yeah, let's just do that again. I don't think I can keep that. That's more like it. I'll bottom a plains. Start with duress. Essence scatter, reject imperfection. Depopulate. They kept a 1-lander. I guess I'll take Essence Scatter. I don't have a threat to deploy. What do I name with Pithing Needle? The Wandering Emperor? Probably. Haha, they kept a 1-lander and got totally punished for it. Well, that's why you don't keep 1-landers. Alright, we're against Jespar. And the last opponent totally could have kept playing that game. Like, I had one creature on the table. We're on the draw. And this looks fine. I've got creatures on 1 and 2. I do like this battlefield. It's like fleshy looking Phyrexia symbol thing. It's kind of cool. Opponent mulls to 4. They look like they're Grixis. So that's still a deck. Like World Championship Grixis is still, of course, around and kicking. Oh, it's not sure what it is. Of Nixilis. I could just... Yeah, I think I'll just kill the Ob.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
Alright, let's go attacking. I don't want to play Sarah Paragon until I have something to recycle with it. Big score. Alright, I think I'm gonna Vraska. Proliferate, draw a card. Submit 2, okay. It's actually kind of smart about what it selects. That's surprising. This Vraska is really, really good. Atraxa. Gonna draw roughly 10 cards. Big score, Fable, Zayatoras. Now that's kind of a whiff. Oh no, I take it back. Kami War, Big Score, Courier's Briefcase, Eternal Wander. Yeah, this card is so ridiculous. So we'll see. It's gonna be tough. What does this do? Exile target non-land permanent opponent controls. Return up to one other target. Okay, so we're gonna lose Vraska. Let's go ahead and do our thing. Let's exile Atraxa. Oops. I should have played the rat there. Eternal Wanderer.
You live because I allow it.
Ooh, we kept our Atraxa. That's pretty impressive. Skrill's Hive. Light Belly Rat. I could exile the Eternal Wanderer. Sacking my Blightbelly Rat and give him poison counter number 9. I think I'll do that. So now they have to kill our Vraska. They're dead. They're dead. Oh, yes, they are absolutely 100% dead. Because we just proliferate. GG's. Alright. So this is an Atraxa deck. Let's try our Elish Norn tech. And some Pithing Needles for the Planeswalkers. Maybe some Destroy Evil. Stitch the Drowning Icors because they don't kill Atraxa. Ditch one of these. Yeah, let's ditch, let's cut a Sarah Paragon. Cut. Oh, this is gonna be a long game. I think I want my high-end stuff. Annex Sentry, I don't think has any targets. Cut a Chorus. And the Rite of Oblivion? Okay, sure. I don't know if I mull that. Let's play a rat. Fable. Let's attack. They trade. That's fine. Ooh, I could make them flip their thing. Yeah. Sure, I'll make them skip chapter 2. Oh, they have to do it right now. It doesn't skip it. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if that's better for me or worse. Alright, let's go in. Don't mind getting that off the table. And I still do get to proliferate. So let's just do this. Infectious Inquiry. Sarah Paragon is cool. Let's Vraska. Counter. let's get rid of the Kami War. Get another thread out. Now if they Troxa, that's kind of bad. I don't know if they have the colors for it. Fading Hope to bounce it. Alright, let's Sarah Paragon. Play another rat. Hey, what's Art Must... How's it going? Art Must Feed? Chaotic Transformation. Turns into a Troxa. Wouldn't you know it? Let's see how many cards they draw. It's an average of like 4 to 5. Fading Hope. Now I get my Elish Norn. They can just Fading Hope a Troxa, which is really annoying. I have never played Historic, because I'm just not really a fan of, like, the whole alchemy business. So let's see if I can bait out their Fading Hope here. No, they're just gonna chump. If I had 7 mana... Oh. I know what I'll do. You sack a non-token creature. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Oh, and now I lose. Why did I miscount that? I'm so dumb. Alrighty then. Play another rat. I have to assume they have all the colors they need, right? Yeah. They can just Atroxa again. I play Explorer. That's the older format that I play on Arena. I almost never play Standard. Wait, are they not playing Atroxa this turn?
I'm not afraid of that. Go sow some chaos, my coin or carnage. Tribute is owed.
Okay. So let's play our flyer. Let's kill both the obs. Soaking Zan.
Not worth the effort.
And let's play Elish Norn. Oh, try your Troxa now.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Troxa ETBs does nothing. Now, it is a little annoying. The Viking themed set Kaldheim? Yeah. So let's see. Let's send all this at Ob. We're gonna sweep.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
If their last card is a counter spell, I probably just lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's 4 proliferates. They go to 9 poison counters. Oh no, just 2. You're looking for advice? I might be able to offer you some advice. What are you wondering about? Big score, yeah. Cycling, well, can you deal with our 6 mites with 2 mana? Alright, we got there. Wow. The Elish Norn sideboard tech actually worked pretty well. Shutting down that second Atraxa activation. That was sweet. We're against Virgil. And this is a good aggressive hand. And I'm on the play. So I'll lead on probably Crawling Chorus. They're an Izzet player, I would guess, based on their Izzet sleeves and their Ral avatar. Sarolf. I don't remember which one Sarolf is. The wolf. Essence Scatter. Hang on a second, let me look up Sarolf real quick. Whenever a permanent opponent controls is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on him. At the beginning of your upkeep, he has more than 1 counter, and you remove all of them if you do exile each other non-land permanent value. So yeah, green-black just wants you to kill everything. So this is a Haughty Jin deck, it looks like. Tempo. do you go for big creatures? Well, he seems like kind of an aggro card, really. But, historic you're playing? I mean, green has a lot of, good, like, options for cheap creatures that are aggressive, that are big, like, you know, like Old Growth Troll and now, Bloated Contaminator. Okay. Think. Pay some Phyrexian mana. Make this guy unblockable. I think you want to be able to deploy threats while also being able to remove your opponent's creatures. So that to me would indicate more of an aggro-ish deck, where you want your most of your threats to be in like the 3 mana range. So that way you have mana you can use for removal spells. Make it disappear, okay. They cast for 1. But in those colors, you have a lot of good aggressive cards. You know, like Werewolf Pack Leaders. You've got Old Growth Trolls. You've got Bloated Contaminators. You've got Steel Leaf Champions. Alright, well, we'll do the unblockable thing again. Colossification. I don't think so. I'm not like a fan of auras in general. It's just too easy to get blown out, and that one's like really expensive, isn't it? I don't think you need it. I think you just need a core of cheap beaters. Alright, let's Vraska. Full price. Oh, never mind. I only have 5 mana available. Scoop. Okay, so we're against the mono blue deck. If you add what? Cheap creatures? Well, yeah, your creatures are gonna die. You could add cheap like protection spells too to help with that, like Snakeskin Veils, Blossoming Defense. Like there's a whole array of 1 mana green instants. Yeah, I think you want to keep it. You want to keep it like cheapish to mid range. You know, maybe like 24 lands, maybe like 23. Top out your curve of creatures at 3. Maybe like 1/4 drop, like Questing Beast or something. Just try to stay with your threats under 3 mana, and then play cheap interaction, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, some protection spells if you like 1 to 2 mana, preferably instant speed removal spells, and maybe Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is always good if you're black. Then again, you kind of want your opponent's stuff to hit the battlefield so that you can kill it. What do I do against that deck? I want all the discard, right? That can hit the Haughty Gens. Ooh, I was just like not paying attention. Does Drowning Ichor kill their stuff? Actually, I like that better. I like Anoint with Affliction better than Rite of Oblivion here. Yeah, sure. Good stuff to play. They just scoop to my 1-drop? Okay. That was an interesting game. Okay, we've got threats, we've got removal, we've got our janky card draw. Bring against Anger T1. Anger Thank You 1. I think the only, like, return to the battlefield effect I would include would be maybe Agadeem's Awakening. I think it's just better to have have more creatures. Agadeem's Awakening is, like, basically free, so it never hurts to put 1 in your deck. But other than that, I wouldn't worry about it. Especially if you're also playing, like, Snakeskin Veil to protect your guys. I don't think you need to worry about recursing them from the graveyard. Armored Scrap Gorger. Okay, I remember this guy. He was in my sealed. Let's go ahead and drown him in Ichor. Another Scrap Gorger. Do I want to waste my Sheoldred's Edict on it? I think I'd rather just draw cards. See what we get. Charge of the Mites. Alright, so we'll just get in for 1 Toxic. I think one question you have to ask about that deck is, are you gonna play Collected Company? But if you play Collected Company, that kind of cuts down on, like, the number of non-creature spells you can add to your deck. So it might be better to just not and just try to curve out. Oh, Thrun? Jeez. I actually can kill it, though. Because I can anoint you with Affliction. Then I can make you sack. Get you to 8 poison counters. Go for the throat. Blood Tithe Harvester. I think I just play this dude and make some mites. Gonna sack to kill my flyer. Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, they tap out, so we win. Oh, do they have a 1-mana removal spell? Like a... It would have to be play with fire. Or cut down. They do not. Alright, so it's Rakdos. So you know they're gonna have the Fables and Sheoldreds. Cutdown's also... it's okay against them. I don't think I have to change up anything too much. Probably cut Rite of Oblivion just because they're going to be killing so much of my stuff that I don't know how much sacking I want to do. I'll try this. No 2-drop, okay. Play my rat. Lissa. She's good. I can Ganjo her, though. Graveyard Trespasser. Alright, I'll just play my Death Touch dude. Cycling. Alright, they flipped their Trespasser. Let's play Vraska. Start proliferating. No attack. They're still cycling lands. Wow. What do they have in their hand? Lissa. Back for more. Sure, I'll trade. Let's drown you, Icor. Get in there. Proliferate. Draw. There's the Scrap Gorger. Do I minus? Sure, why not? Let's minus. Get rid of that thing. Get some more poison. Let's get Sarah Paragon. And play this guy. Graveyard Trespasser? Sure. They scoop. I could kill the Graveyard Trespasser, and that's 3 poison. Is this deck good? Alright, we're against MTG Taka. On the play. That's mulligan. I do need to draw black mana, but I think I'll keep this. And bottom Vraska, I guess. Mono red. Sure, I'll block. Uh-oh. Oh no. Actually, this mono red deck is a pretty popular deck too, and it's really good. So this will be tough to beat. be impossible to beat if I never draw black mana. I can't block with its might, so... Alright. The mana gods have decreed we will not win this game, so give me cut down. Anything else? I should probably have some, like, March of Wretched Sorrow or something. One cut down for an Infectious Inquiry. They gotta have Kumano faces Kakazan and probably Fable the Mirror Breaker too. I think I'll ditch a Skrell's Hive. Probably both my Skrell's Hive, but what's better? Elish Norn? By the time I get to Elish Norn, like, I'm already dead, so I'll just run it like this. Now we have all black mana and no, and a couple white cards. This is a good 1-drop creature. It's likely to get burned. I'm gonna risk it. There's the Kumano. White mana, please. No. Well, this will still kill pretty much everything in their deck. Not with the counter, it won't, though, really. Okay. Oh yeah, it will. This cares about mana value, not about power and toughness. I'm gonna stay back with my Death Toucher. I'll just take 2. Alright, white mana. Guess I'm gonna take some damage to do this. I'll exile the Swift Spear. I will attack. Another Obliterating Bolt. Yep. They've got a couple of Mishra's Foundries too. Yeah, we're just getting absolutely run over. So I think we need something. We need something in our deck for this matchup, and we're actually just dead. So I will put in some kind of sideboard for that matchup. Alright, we're against Chris Hamilton 01. On the draw. On the draw. This is a 1-lander. It does have 2 black 1-drops, which are good. I think I'll actually keep this. Just need to draw a couple lands, we'll be good. And some white mana too, of course. Go for the throat. Fable. Sheesh. Still cannot find the white mana. What is happening? Cut down, get their free mana. Sheoldred. There's our white mana, but it might be too late. Yeah. Can actually, no, I can't. Oh, I can exile the Fable. Sure. Oh, it doesn't exile enchantments, only artifacts or creatures. Alright, so we can Crawling Chorus. We can Rite of Oblivion Shelly. We can pass. Duress. Okay, we'll kill the reflection. Invoke Despair. Yep, and they draw 2 cards. Yeah, that card is one reason why I hate Standard right now. It's just so ridiculous. It's like always like a 5 for 1. double Reckoner Bankbuster. So this is, yeah, this is the standard deck. That's what's going on in standard. Destroy evil. Definitely want discard. And I want pithy needles, I guess. All of my removal is good. Oops. That's good with Rite of Oblivion. One. Cut both of these janky cards. I want my Sarah Paragons because everything dies. Giant Ichor doesn't actually kill Sheoldred. It's gonna be a little harder than usual to get corrupted because they have so much removal. Makes me think maybe I need the Hive. I don't know. I want to keep my late game cards. Run Magic 61. I mean, this hand has stuff I can play. I don't think it's particularly good against what my opponent's doing, but I'll play it. Hello. I think I'll just make mites. Would have liked to draw something other than a land there. I mean, I'm just gonna get invoked despaired, and then I lose. But what am I gonna do? Not play Vraska? Just more lands. Invoke Despair. Duress doesn't do much. Drawing a lot of lands. That's unfortunate. Well, let's go for Sarah Paragon. And let's replay this dude. Sheoldreds Edict is a good draw. Let's play this guy again. Play this guy. Might as well attack. I'll save my Rite of Oblivion. Let's just Edict. Gonna 2-for-1 themselves. Alright. Kill for you. So they need to kill Vraska now. They don't. Rite of Oblivion. Wait, what do I have the Pithy Needle for? Oh yeah, Reckoner Bankbuster. Cut one of these dudes. It's a one-lander. Can't keep that. Okay. Bottom a land. I probably should have some Stone Brain in the sideboard of this deck. Because I think that's the only extraction effect that's in Standard right now. And, like, Invoked Despair is a card that just... You just lose the game if your opponent plays it against you. Ooh, that's a good draw. Fable, Invoke Despair. I actually have a Destroy Evil, so I guess I'll take the Invoke Despair. Down. I'll go for the Hive. Tear asunder. Fable. So they're just gonna gain infinite mana, of course, off this shaman, since I don't have a way to get rid of it. At least I can prevent them from looting. Yeah, I'll block, I guess. I don't get any value off of it. I can't literally let them get infinite mana. Invoke Despair. They draw 3. That's game over right there. Alright, so we're pretty dead. And that's Rakdos. It's still a deck. Total of 0 Phyrexia all will be 1 cards in this list. Doesn't need it. Sheoldred. That's game. See, if I'm gonna play against a deck like that, I might as well be playing Explorer, where I have, like... Did I have fun in this match? Heck no. Standard is stupid. At least in Explorer, I have, like, more tools to work with to, like, sideboard against it and defeat it, but what can you do? Herself the Elf is our opponent. Well, we took 1 game away from Jun, so that's not bad. Alright, we got a 1-drop, we got removal, card draw. Hopeful Initiate, so mono white, that's also a deck. Oh, Reckoner Bankbuster. Is the most commonly played card in Standard. Restoration of Iganjo. Alright. Let's kill the Initiate. Proliferate. Get your poison up. They just get it back. But that's okay, I wanted to get that poison counter. Cool. I can get rid of that bank buster. And let's make this dude unblockable. Okay. Let's pay mana to make this guy unblockable. Another bank buster. No attack. Alright, well I only need to get into... Actually I just win here. So then I make someone unblockable. They can crew the bank buster though. I should have done it to the flyer. That was dumb. I had the victory there. If I had done it to the flyer, then they wouldn't have been able to block with their bank buster. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. I actually don't need to block anything. A permanent spell with mana cost 3 or less. They're just going to be able to cast whatever I block anyway. I suppose I can prevent a bit of damage. Steel Seraph is white. Okay, so I just give my flyer pro white. And they lose. They die. Okay. So we want cut down. Probably want destroy evil and pithing needle. Let's cut a hive. Probably cut both the hives. They just have they go too wide. Cut one Bride of Oblivion. They are playing Sarah Paragon too, so I probably want the hearses. Kadavaraska. Run the L61. Can't keep that. That's better. Bottom of plains. Circle of confinements. Wedding announcements. Wandering Emperor.
You are not much of a roadblock.
Alright, kill the Wandering Emperor. I guess get rid of one of these tokens so they don't draw cards. The weenies. Alright, they got their anthem. Just stay back. Do I want to exile one of these dudes? Probably not. Sheoldreds Edict. This isn't really great against them. Probably should have boarded that out. Well, this isn't gonna get any better, so I guess I'll just make you sack a token. Pithing Needle, that's not bad. Name Reckoner Bankbuster. Another lay down arms. Alright, let's exile the farmhand. Block the token. Takenuma. Nothing to get back. I think I'll hold on to it. Another farmhand. I need some better draws than this. More lands. Jeez. I could just go for a... just blindly do a Takenuma. I think I'm gonna do that. I need some sack fodder for this Rite of Oblivion. Okay, I get a hit off it. That's good. AO the Dawn Sky. It's gonna kill me pretty fast. Well, I guess I know what I need to exile. I'd really have liked to use that on like the wedding announcement or Circle of Confinement. So they're just gonna destroy their thing in response. Okay. I suppose I could have waited on that. Just absolutely whiffing. Okay, Varaska. Caster for full cost.
Cannot be broken.
I guess I'm -2 on the Spirited Companion.
Gaze into my eyes.
So I chump. This means I don't have anything to sack to Rite of Oblivion now. I could sack the Pithy Needle. Okay, that's a good draw. Let's proliferate and draw a card. Sack my Pithy Needle to exile the farmhand. That's kind of sad. But it's what I've got. And they scoop? What? You got 4 cards in hand. You're only at 3 poison. You've got a flipped wedding festivity. I don't get it. You have like absolutely nothing in your hand. Okay. Well, cool. I think I've had about enough standard for one evening. So, yeah, I mean, it's standard. It's kind of fun playing with the new cards a little bit. But I think we saw in the match against Mono Red and, like, Jund that, like, the dominant cards are still the dominant cards. We'll see if any major shakeups happen in the next bit here. But I'm probably not going to be playing too much standard. I do like the deck. I think it can be improved. It needs a little bit more sideboard action for the aggressive matchups like Mono White and like Mono Red. Just more like cut downs, maybe some March of Wretched Sorrow. I think it's a decent deck though. Not bad for a first attempt at something in this format. But probably going to stick to Explorer when it comes to arena content going forward. Because I still feel like, you know, standard, not really my thing. Too much Invoked Despair. That card is just no fun to play against at all. And of course, you know, Fable, I hate that card too, so... People play that in Explorer all the time, but at least they don't play Invoked Despair as much. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below if you like this kind of off-kilter, off-meta MTG content. I will see you in the next MTG video. Take care.